Sab-Sunen Luxa Embodied, probably my favorite card to come out of the new Aetherdrift set. This card is sweet. She is a 5-mana, 6/6 reach, trample, indestructible, legendary creature, Egyptian god card. What a beast of a stat line. She can't attack or block unless it has an even number of counters on it, including 0 when she comes in. At the beginning of your first main phase, put a +1 counter on Sab-Sunen. Then if it has an odd number of counters on it, draw 2 cards. So she enters the battlefield, can immediately block that turn. So she stabilizes the board state. And you can play her on 5, but in this deck we'll often play her on 4 if you ramp off the Cornucopia or the Hauntwoods on 3. Immediately comes down, 6/6 indestructible. She blocks pretty much any mono red creature, although, you know, let's be real, sometimes they can still get through that, which is kind of ridiculous, but she really blocks all 6/6 flying demons, and she has reach and indestructible and a 6/6 stat line. So this is all really good. The next turn you put a counter on her and she draws 2 cards. If you draw into any interactive pieces to stabilize the board further, then you can definitely walk away with the game, especially an ill-timed explosion, you know, dropping off the 6-mana whale to deal 6 damage to all creatures on the battlefield. She has indestructible, so she survives, and then you just really begin to walk away with the game from there. I'm running 4 Cornucopias, which I think is fairly well positioned in the meta. It gives you an out against mono red. Even if you get low, you can get out of that burst lightning strike, you know, whatever it is, lethality range. And ramp is really good since we have so many 5-drops in the deck off the Sab-Sunen, the Flood Pits, the Hauntwoods, and the 6-drop Whale. 25 land to run with that. I think 24 is too little. Like, you have to hit your 3rd land drop on time, but I still like running 4 Cornucopias. I think it's pretty good. Last cards I will talk about are the Unsummon and Burst Lightning, which pair really well with the Cornucopia. 1-drops are at their best when you can go turn 3 and then still have a mana open to Unsummon or Burst Lightning to interact with the board state and gain a life. That's really quite nice. Yeah, that's the deck. It's classic Overlord stuff with Sab-Sunen on top. We're giving it a go. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. On the play, a lot of pay lands, but hopefully the Cornucopia can recoup some of that cost. Green and blue. Domingo GB. Playing the Bastronaut. Nice. It's not your usual mono red. I appreciate that. I think we take this in Beanstalk. We could just bounce it. What's their 2-drop going to be? Just some random hasty creature? I mean, if we can Beanstalk into Cornucopia into Ill-Timed Explosion, hopefully that's enough. Down to 19. We'll see if this is a mistake. It's not a hasty 2-drop. In fact, it goes wide, which is perfect for the explosion. Okay. Cornucopia. And, holding open Burst Lightning. I don't think we need it. Nope. This is going to be the greatest sweeper you've ever seen. Yeah, I will eat all of this. Yeah, you just eat it. It's fine. Question is what to sacrifice here. We could bend the Burst Lightning. I guess we could hold Burst Lightning here and bend the Beanstalk. Well, let's see what we draw first. They might just scoop. Probably a fast land. And maybe the second Beanstalk. It's kind of crazy, but I think that's reasonable. Hold the Whale for interaction and eventually a draw spell. We can still play land for turn here. So we can hold open the Burst Lightning if there's something we need to zap. What's that? Oh, it does not scoop. Doesn't have haste though. Flying deals combat damage to a player. Sacrifice it. Okay. I think Overlord's pretty safe here. I mean, if we really want to play it safe, we could hold open Whale and Burst Lightning, but I'm feeling okay. My neighbors are going crazy, like stomping on the ceiling or something. Okay, fast land can go, although it might be nice to have some non-pain lands, honestly. But I guess we just hold it open Burst Lightning still in case we need it. We have to deal with the Soulstone Sanctuaries. They're okay. Sure. They don't attack. I think we're attacking here and then dropping Sab-Sunen on them for a nice, yeah, I think that's fine. We could also double fires. A lot of options here. Keep the land. I think one of the cornucopias can go. Definitely play the land. Do we just want to fires here? I mean, fires, whale is really good. If we want the life gain, we should do one of these now, actually. So we get one trigger on our turn. Oh, they have like a pump spell? We'll deal 5 damage. Are you going to save this thing somehow? Just going to lightning strike the flood pits? Not sure what's about to happen here. I'll take the action. 5 damage done. Weird. What do you think they have? Yeah, we're just taking our sweet time here. The game ended on the turn 4 sweeper. Sure. Do you think they have, like, rage? Maybe we'll bounce the sanctuary. Four damage here? I don't know what that last card in hand is. Holy shit, neighbors are going crazy. I don't know what the fuck they're doing up there. Yeah, me bouncing this is fine. If we keep the life total healthy with Sab-Sunen on the way. Yeah, they didn't even have to face our Egyptian God card yet. On the draw, really nice hand. We'll keep this. We have double blue, yeah. Let's do it. Meticulous Archive. Alright, well, we have to hold open Fire's Victory for turn 4, and we might still lose the game. But that is our only out here. Sab-Sunen a little slow for this matchup. I mean, they don't have it in the graveyard yet. At some point, we have to hold up a mana, and we also have to kill them as fast as humanly possible. And our very slow, over-the-top Teamer counter ramp deck. They don't have it here, but they could have it. But otherwise, we literally do nothing. I think you just risk it here. I don't know. I don't want to follow that far behind. Mana's good because it lets us hold open more mana on subsequent turns. Let's see if they just give us good game right here. Maybe they counter it. Top 4 cards. Do you just win on the spot? I don't see it yet. They have a temporary lockdown in there. You don't always see that. Alright, we survived the turn off. So hopefully we can hold up a mana for the rest of the game. Still not down there. Maybe it's in the hand? Nope. Okay, we still got time. Alright, so from here on out... I guess it's you for 3. Well, we know they can't do it this coming turn, so actually we can drop as big a baddie as we want. Sab-Sunen's awkward because she just gets bounced very easily. So this isn't the best matchup for her. It's probably you here. Just give him a 5/3 flyer to deal with. Okay, been some fast lands, I think. I don't know if we need the next Beanstalk. I mean, we need as many threats as possible, as quickly as possible. I think a Beanstalk can go. At some point we get to the point where they can both discard Omniscience and Reanimate in the same turn. But they're not there yet. Well, there it is. So we now have to hold up a mana for next turn, and we still could lose on the spot. Double removal spells would be ideal. That's one of the ways to get around the counter, the 0 mana counter in hand. So we attack first. We're looking for the second instant speed removal spell. Not it. Okay. We could still hit it off of a Hauntwoods draw. Or technically a Kicked Fires, but we'll do it this way. We want red open specifically, though. Which I guess we have. We'll have that. Okay. I mean, either we hit it or we don't. We don't hit it. We tried. So we have one removal spell open. And that is that. And if we lose, then we lose. Probably the next Beanstalk. We have a lot of land here, actually. Keeping it fast lands. Yeah. Okay. Who's coming on the stack? Is it this next Omniscience? It's Invasion. Alright. We attempt this, and now we just see if they have the counter spell or not. Or if they can dig to it at instant speed. They dig. They're looking for the 0 mana counter. Why not have a 0 mana counter? It's a pretty quick pick. Oh, it goes down. What do you fetch with Invasion? They're at 15. This town can bounce the Flood Pits and the Invasion. Feldon's Cane. Fun, but not the right matchup for you. Probably a whale turn. 8 mana here. Yeah, I guess it's Beanstalk plus whale. Bounce the Flood Pits now. That's actually okay. I mean, we really just want to Flood Pits here. And if we get lucky, we hit the next removal spell. In case they can run it back. There's no other way. Draw 2. Try to look for Burst Lightning. Not Burst Lightning. Not Burst Lightning. Not Burst Lightning. Okay. I mean, technically Explosion is a removal spell. We just don't need all this land. I think binning 2 lands is just fine. I'm fine taking the pain land damage. If they kill us via damage, they earn it. Manual taps. It's another Archaeologist. It's not an Abuelo's Awakening. Do we live another turn here? No, we don't. Why would I? Alright, fuck you, you asshole. Cool, cool, cool. Good game of Magic. Friendly game of Magic. No hard feelings. On the draw. It's okay. So we don't draw engines, but we have lots of interaction. We can ramp. I don't think you mull this way. It's mono red. We are about ready. We could Burst Lightning now, just so we don't have to deal with the Rage power-up. I think I'm okay with that. 1 to the face. Thracian. I like that name. Feels like an epic... Maybe Lord of the Rings or something? Thracian. Like Achilles. Maybe a Greek. 2 drop to the face. Down to 17. Burst Lightning's good eventually. We hold the whale. Cornucopia would be a nice top deck. Could Cornucopia plus Burst Lightning. Rakdos. Swift Spear. You want to do anything? I passed pretty quickly. You could go for it. No, you don't want to go for it? Okay. Well, we'll bounce the Challenger then. Put it back on top. No pump spells. And it's a Slick Shot. We don't hit the Cornucopia. I realize that was maybe too much to ask. But if they don't have Rage, we can pick off the Slick Shot here. I don't think you can take the turn off to Hauntwoods. Not really. It's really bad. Whew. I mean, you really can't. It's terrible. They play the 2-drop. They play that for 0. They still have 1 mana open. No matter where we place the Burst Lightning. Everything has prowess. except for the Slick Shot. And then if they have Monstrous Rage, even the Slick Shot survives the Burst Lightning. So here they go. They're deep in mono red thought. Civeles says, Doc, you got to consider repurposing Bay as a 5-drop really. Just like you said, the format is fast, so I think 2 Bays is the right amount. You want to draw 1 eventually, and you can't search for it. I mean, I largely agree with what you have to say. Yes, it is a 5-drop. You play it for 3, and then you pay 2 more to tap it and do the thing. I fully understand that. But like you also understand, the format's really fast, as we are seeing in this exact moment right now. Which is why you can't run really more than 1, I think. I think we're eating all this. I mean, we'll go for it now, but, like, you're the most amount of damage. Interesting. I mean, they definitely have Sick. They could just have Burst Lightning in hand. That's actually a nice draw. Just need to leave open red. Avatar. I mean, if they didn't protect you, we could kill the Challenger right now. I think that makes the most sense. I think they just have Shock in hand then, right? Why don't they protect the Slick Shot if they could? Oh, I guess they'll use Burst Lightning now and save the Challenger. That was dumb. Felonious Rage. At least we wasted it on our turn. So both prowess triggers plus the +2 are lost here. 3 to the face, but only 3 to the face. Hold on here. Hold on. You're telling me there's a chance. Oh, baby. It's Big Girl. She's showing up. Mama. Indestructible. Let's go. And reach for the flyer. We might actually get out of this game. If we draw into Cornucopia, it could be just fine. Nathaniel says, do you accept suggestion deck lists? Dude, damn, that was nice. Yes, I do. Ideally, they're good. Or if they're garbage, ideally they're fun. I always accept ideas. Like, anyone can have a great idea. I'm always listening. If someone has a great idea, I will absolutely listen to it. It's not like I'm not arrogant at all, but 2, I'm definitely not so arrogant that I wouldn't listen to people. Like, I always read your comments, and occasionally someone does have a really good idea. But I probably won't play a deck list in high-ranked Mythic and just get stomped repeatedly if it's a bad list. I could play it in the play queue, but I don't know if there's an audience for people playing things in the play queue. That's kind of my feelings about it. But I'll always listen, so feel free to drop any comment you have, especially with deck list suggestions. On the draw, it's okay. We have a little interaction. It's mono red again, but it's New Age mono red. A 1-mana 2/1. We could... Yeah, we'll just play this out. Hold full control. Makes it seem like we have Burst Lightning. If you play the land without full control, it automatically passes, and then it's obvious we have nothing. Did full control just turn off? It actually happens to me sometimes. I thought you just do Control Z. And that's it. Alright, stop. I don't know why full control turns off at the end of your turn. I don't remember it always being that way. So I think we're going to bounce the Goblin here. Oof, what does that do? It's a whole bunch of goblins. Yeah, I mean, we're bouncing someone. Might as well be one of the 2-power creatures. So you can go top or bottom. Speed up. Max speed, tap, add 1 red for each goblin you control. Puts it back on the top, down to 13. Oh, it's such a good draw. I mean, there's nothing to do here. We can either draw more cards or we can ramp. I mean... The next thing we want to hit is the Cornucopia. I think ramp's better, because we'll draw off the ill-timed explosion. Okay. Down to 12. See if we're just dead here. Yeah, hopefully we hit like a burst lightning. Entire hand is out on the battlefields. Are we dead? Are we to 1? We can't kill the scamp. Oh, the scamp just hits us for 1. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's a slow start. We had no interaction in the opening hand, really. Except for the single whale and a whole bunch of land. On the draw, with Beanstalk, we have no interaction in the opening hand. It's mono black. Alright, green and blue looks good. Nothing. Nice. Here comes a Beanstalk. No pressure. And we're pretty bat-proof currently. Ho ho ho. Nice. I mean, at this point, we just ramp. And we drop Sab-Sunen on them. If we can hit that next land. They might scoop. Oh, they're done. The game's over. So they only have removal in hand. And so we'll just drop Sab-Sunen. If we can hit the fast land, which we can't. We could Beanstalk into it. It's a little greedy. We could also Flood Pits. Try to Flood Pits into the untapped land. I think that's fine. We'll see if we can get a Beanstalk down. There's an untapped land. Very nice. Explosion's good. I mean, everything's good. Honestly, we'll keep the land too. I think we probably don't need any more Beanstalks from this point on. Just go threat, 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 win. I know it's kind of silly because I did that just to play the Beanstalk, but we'll hold open fires this turn. We'll keep the land. The whale's a good threat. I think one of the Flood Pits can go. We just have insane card draw. And they've stumbled. And they might scoop here. Sorry, buddy. Okay. On the play, Beanstalk Explosion. We will see how this goes. Hello. I don't remember if we played them. Maybe we have. Yeah, it doesn't matter what we do here. We might want double blue. Okay. Do we know you? Ooh, artifacts. Okay. Sab-Sunen. A lot of land. Fast lane can go. Alright. At least we're on the play. This will be a bit interesting. See if it's synth on 3. It is. Must be nice. The whales can bounce the tokens for a while. They have the next 3 drop on top already. Can just Beanstalk here first. Could hit a tap land to play. Holding up in whale is not useful. Alright. I mean, Sab-Sunen's coming. She's got some work ahead of her, but if we can ill-timed explosion repeatedly and keep the number of artifacts low, there's a chance. Oh, snare coming out now. Interesting. You taking the Flood Pits? Or the Beanstalk? Probably the Flood Pits. Take the Beanstalk. Okay. It's a 4/4. Now what? If we don't sweep this turn, it's only going to get bigger, but we have the bounce spell. So I think actually we're Sab-Suning here. Because she does block well. And I don't know if we'll be able to sweep. If we get really lucky and they only play 1 artifact, maybe we can sweep with the whale. If they have the next Perilous Snare, that will hurt too. Mendicant Core. Their speed is up to 1. They have 3 mana open. Okay. Interesting. It's a 6/6. We could still sweep with the whale. We are indestructible. I will take the block. Okay. That was really good for us. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, I think we are sweeping here. They're left over with a nesting bot. We can sack that, though. I mean, we need to keep their artifact density as low as possible. I don't know how we win, though. But this is as good a time to sweep as any. If we wanted blue open, maybe we... Yeah, let's try to leave blue open if we can. Because we have green in hand. For 3 damage. Yeah, that's too bad. Hauntwoods is a threat. I think the whale's going to be good. So it's probably this plus a fast land, unfortunately. I wish we had a better... we have a lot of land in hand. Like, way too much land in hand. Okay, we don't have any attackers, because she can't attack this turn. Alright, are there any fast lands to play? No. I mean, Fires is looking big. Let's see. Yeah, we might as well do this now, I guess. Just try to keep all the cards in hand. It's possible Fires is sufficient to chonk down some big synth creatures. Explosion's a little worse now that the flood pits would die. Alright, let's see that next 3-drop. Hovership. Vehicle toughness 5 or less. You can take the flood pits. It's a 6/6. I can kill a 6/6, no problem. Voyage home again. 1 mana open. We don't even need to kick the Fires. It would be nice if we could make use of the whale, though. But I think you're just playing this out. Let's see. No, we don't want to kick it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. We don't have enough to whale. Alright, if we have nothing better to do, I guess we are going to kick this thing. Just to guarantee we connect for 8. It's a little bit of a waste in terms of removal spells. Like, we don't have infinite removal spells. Whale's really good. Okay, 8 to the face. Sab-Sunen getting thick over here. Showing up, let's go. We'll be sad when they powerless snare her away. But such is life. The Smithy, okay? It's a 7/7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we can't deal with that yet. And now they're a pair of 8/8s. We'll have to whale them away. Alright, they've all just gotten too big immediately. But we have double whale. It's not over yet. They have 3 11/11s. That's a card 2. Do we Fires now or kick? I think we're just gonna Fires now. The Mendicant Core. We do kick their speed up, which is kind of an issue against subsequent cores. Okay. Explosion's fine here. And then we hold open double whales. Jesus, Saxling for 4 mana. Hopefully we draw into something nice. I mean, we could try to go for double explosion. We have the mana to do it. If we're really lucky, we could hit it. We want blue open. We actually need... And we got... Hold on. I don't want to use all my blue here. You could be blue. We still have 2 blue open. for double whales this turn. It's not double explosion. Yeah, fast lane can go. Are we sweeping the Thrawn Spider? I guess so. We'll keep the Overlord. If we had double explosion, that'd be sick, but we don't. So we hold up in double whale here instead. We're down to 17. Game's not over though. Unless they can pump this sucker up. They don't transform the smithy. Whew, the next voyage home. Okay. How many explosions do we have left? We've only used 2. Technically there are 2 left in the deck. This is a really tough uphill battle we're fighting here. The next synthesizer is extremely painful. Probably game. Okay. Artifacts and or creatures you control. Oh, whoops. We're almost dead here. This shrinks the damage. Sab-Sunen can't block this turn, I guess. Take 14. Double explosion off the top would get us to live one more turn, but we don't draw into it. Okay. Avatar. I think that's game. I don't think I have enough mana to double explosion here anyway. 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we don't. There's 1 explosion. It's not enough. If only you could stack them. Greatest mana value. Yeah, there's no way to do it. There's no way to find lethal either. There's nothing to be done here. Boo. On the draw versus Pyrologist. It's not mono red though. It's Pixies. I mean, we're pretty good with the ill-timed explosion. Just gotta chill for a bit. And as long as they don't discard every single card out of our hand before we can sweep, could be okay here. Also, they have a hard time dealing with Sab-Sunen. They can bounce it, they can double nowhere to run, but that's about it. X-Mage Part 2. She fires the Pixie now. If they pick it up in response, how bad is that? Maybe it's fine. I think we'll just peck at the Hex Mage here. This is fine if they want to replay it. If they replay it next turn, it's good into the explosion. We're on the bottom. Down to 12. Kaito is kind of the big issue here. We can fires it, but that's about it. Alright, show me some more creatures. That's a creature. Do he fires victory at all is kind of the question. Sheltered by ghosts. We could just let that go. It takes 6. I think that's fine. Alright, we drop really low here. So we need to deal 2 damage is all. Down to 5. I like the land. I like the sweep. We need life gain desperately. Interaction's okay. We need draw power too. We kind of need it all here. I think maybe... We played land. Yeah, I guess we did just play land. Maybe one Overlord and one Whale, actually. Just keep the fires. Down to 5 life. It's not perfect. They can still drain us to 0. Land. Another tap land for us. We could just use the explosion as a draw too, but I don't think that's the play. They didn't level up the talent. There's no instant or sorcery down there. Another land. Alright, here comes Sab-Sunen. We need one of our 4 cornucopias, and if we play that, we probably escape with the win. And they flood out. Very nice. Draw 2. Let's draw again. We really just have to hit the cornucopia. This is okay as well, though. Still no cornucopia. They don't scoop, though. They're getting a crazy flood here. But they kind of deserve it, so I don't have any regrets. Let's draw again. There's a cornucopia. I don't have the untapped land, though. Down to 7. Fire's open. Probably game? Yeah. Alright, they flooded out like crazy, but we didn't try the cornucopia for a while. Cornucopia is really good against this deck, because you can out-survive the drain effects. Alright, thank you for staying to the end. If you enjoyed today's video, you can leave a like, you can leave a comment, and you can subscribe to the channel. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.